What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? This is Reambean, and look at this game room. It is an absolute disaster, and this is what it looks like every Sunday after I do my pickups video, you know, for the big Sunday video. This is me whenever I go through everything. It gets scattered around, so I got to go through and put all this stuff up on the shelf, and we're going to get it all organized nice and pretty, get this floor cleaned up. One thing that I've been thinking about doing, I don't know how y'all feel about this, and let me know. I'm thinking about, instead of just having a building the game room vlog series, it'd be just like the life of a game hunter vlog series. Now, obviously, you're not going to be seeing me doing things like smear cream cheese on a bagel. That's pointless. It's all going to be gaming related. Like, I got to clean this Super Nintendo up, restore that thing. I might do a time lapse of that. And, you know, maybe like a 3 or 4 minute video every other day or something of it, if it's anything gaming related. Just to kind of keep y'all updated what's going on, and just if you're not a game hunter collector, it kind of gives you a little tidbit in the life of one. All the things that you got to do. If I'm rearranging something, it might be through that. We got my shed that we're going to be working on. We're going to be basically doing the same thing we did in here, and we're going to make it to where I can get all my solder work done, do all my electrical work in there, so we can, you know, work on video game stuff. That's the main focus on that. But let me know what you think. Anyways, let's clean this floor up and see what we look like after, so hang out. Alright guys, so some of the strategy that I use when it comes to these pickup videos at the end of it, organizing all this stuff and going through it. Number one, I throw some music on YouTube in the game room, or I listen to my soundtracks that I absolutely love. I need to do a video on that. I got a bunch of video game soundtracks. It's an awesome thing to collect. But what I'll do is I'll make stacks. Like I'll have PlayStation 2, original Xbox, 360, Wii, and I'll put everything in, and obviously in its own stack. And then I'm going to go through it, you know, as I'm doing it, I'm sitting here like I have this, so I'll put this over here in the sell pile to get rid of pile or bundle, whatever, I'm just getting rid of it. And that's how I'll do it. Like, and once everything is set, then I'll go and start putting all this stuff on the shelf. So let's get all this organized here, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end of it. Alright guys, here we are back. I got everything divided up. This, well, outside of that Super Nintendo, this is all stuff that I get to keep. Now, this is the past few weeks because, like I said, since I've been moving, it's just been accumulating. Look at this huge stack of PlayStation 2 games that I get to keep. All this is stuff for me. That's awesome. Now, over here is all the stuff that I got to test and I can sell. It's stuff it's all doubles, extras. I don't need it. 2 PlayStations, the Super Nintendo over here with some good titles. All these games. I got to test these. All this stuff down here. I don't have to test this. Let's see. Seems like it's working. That's just over there. But that's it. So what we are going to do is put all this stuff up on the shelves. God, that was an awesome find right there. All the PlayStation games. That's what's going to take the most time. And you know, that used to scare the shit out of me before this many games because I would have no place to put them. But now I do. Now I will say with this PlayStation display up here, this row is probably going to go, and it's probably going to have to be nothing but games, but I was expecting it. That's kind of what I did with these, you know, with the showcases here, because those are room. If I need to in the future, they can be gone, and I can just make actual shelves out of them, or, you know, rows. So that's probably what's going to happen. So what we're going to do, let's put all these games up, and then we are going to start testing some units and see if they actually work. Alright guys, all put up. That's a pain in the ass to do. When it accumulates that bad, it takes some time. You can actually see in there with the 360s or some stacked up by that Cabela's box. I'll deal with those later. I don't want to fool with them. After dealing with all the PlayStation games and getting those alphabetized, you can see that I lost some I lost some shelf space. I don't know why that was hard to say. But that's all right. That's what I planned for. That's why if I have to, those can go up there. The same with the original Xbox. And I mean, this room is able to grow. That's what I like. The next step now is going to be, oh, check this out. This is cool as shit. I used to hold my Dreamcast games in here, but my collection outgrew it. I think I'm going to put my 5200 games in there. I got about 4 or 5 more. I think that's actually going to look really good. And I can tuck that away somewhere. Alright, but I think that's pretty neat. I don't know where I got that or what the hell it is. It's a Natural Pine Storage Products. Hell, I have no idea. Who knows what was in it. But it's pretty cool. Now, this is all the stuff, like I said, that's going to be resold or bundled, but I got to test it all. That's one thing you always got to do. Always test your stuff. I got 2 PlayStations to test, as well as the controllers. Always test the controllers. Now, this one is a PlayStation 1 controller, so what I'll do is that right there. That way you have a PlayStation 2 controller with a PlayStation 2, obviously. I got some games. I want to test all the ones that need it. And then that's it. I mean, the Super Nintendo, I'm actually going to, you know, we're going to zoom over there and we're actually going to see if this thing cuts on. I got a feeling it will. It's an NES, I'm sorry, it's a Nintendo product, cartridge based. They usually always work. It's rare when they don't, but let's check it out. Alright guys, I got the Super Nintendo hooked up. We're going to pop in incantation and see if it actually works. It does cut on here. I mean, I see the screen flicker, so it's obviously a great start right there. Let's see, hopefully it'll crank right up. And it, oh shit, there it goes. Alright, she's working. I'll check the controller ports, but there you go. I mean, all I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the shit out of it, make it look nice and pretty. And then we'll go from there. Let's do the same with the PlayStation, see if they crank up. Alright, we got the first PlayStation hooked up here. The thing that I love about this TV is it's got some components in the front, the AV cables. I can hook it up easily whenever I test stuff. Makes things super awesome. One thing I always want to recommend whenever you're testing a PlayStation 2, start it with the disc open or with the tray open. That way, and I'll tell you why, let's see, hopefully it'll crank up. Let's see. There we go. We got some action. Let's turn this shit down here. But the reason for starting it up that way is so you can check, make sure the memory card slot is actually working. So what we're going to do is whenever we go to browser here, now you see that? It says there is no data. The memory card's in. See, there we go. You see now, if you'll notice here, if I jig it a little bit, it's iffy, but it does work. I've had some that are really hard to get to work. You got to kind of clean those pins in there. So that works. Let's see if she'll load a game up. And if it'll load a game up, I'll test the controllers on one unit and we'll be good to go. Read that son of a bitch. There it goes, reading like a charm. So the system works. It's got the cords and all that. I got two controllers that I will thoroughly test, so let's try out the other PlayStation and see how this one does. Alright, so the first PlayStation is good to go. We're going to try out the second one here. And we're going to use a game that I am able to test the controllers with, and I'll show you why. So let's power up, but we're going to power it with the tray open. Hey, there's a freebie. What is it? It's a DVD, The Pebble and the Penguin. Alright. That'll be a good frisbee later on. Alright, so here we are with this screen. Let's check and see if it recognizes the memory card. Perfect, it does. So the game that I use to test my PlayStation 2s, believe it or not, is Sly Cooper. It's the closest one that I've always grabbed, and the reason that I choose it is because it uses most of all the buttons, and that's what I used whenever I check these controllers to make sure they're working, because I'm sure a lot of you know PlayStation 2 controllers are just slowly dying. So let's see and make sure that this one's going to work up. And then I can check both controllers, and then if they're both good, I can put one with each. I don't have to check the PlayStation 1 controller. I'm fairly confident it'll work. I'll go ahead and plug it in just to make sure, but they usually always work. It's the PlayStation 2 DualShocks that typically are, you know, your enemy. So let's start this up. Alright. You don't need no save data. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Now I'm going to test the right, you know, the right stick. It seems to be working. Cutting and move around. That's working. I test all the buttons. Let's see. Oh, shut up. Alright. We are good. That one is awesome. So we're going to try the other controller. That one will pair with that PlayStation 2. It doesn't really matter. And I keep extra memory cards on hand. That way I can always bundle them. Plug this one in. Let's see. Right stick's working. Joystick's working. D-pad. All the buttons. Check it out. We got us 2 working controllers. That's what I'm talking about. Alright guys, that's all the consoles tested. You don't need to see me test anything else out. I'm going to get all this room cleaned up, and then we're going to check it out, and then we're going to end this son of a bitch. Alright everybody, it's all done. Everything is tested. Everything is put up for the most part. We got a few stragglers here and there, and I still have not done the 360 games. I'll do those later. I don't feel like doing it. After testing all that stuff, because you got to keep in mind, that stuff is built up for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I just, you know, I never got around to doing it because we've been so focused on moving and building the game room. But now I can get back into my daily routine of doing what I do. But anyways, I hope y'all like this new style of vlog. I think it is going to, you know, change over to just the life of what I do when it comes to game related stuff. If y'all enjoy it, please let me know. I know it's a little bit longer, and I don't think all the episodes are going to be longer like this, but like I said, there was so much stuff to go through. But God almighty, it feels good to have everything out of here. I just got to get a good vacuum in here, and it's all good to go. I do got my 2 copies of Zelda over here, the one that I picked up in that SNES slot, because it's actually a label upgrade. except the back I need to change over. This is the old back, which is destroyed, while this is the one that I need. So I'm gonna do a little bit of swapping just to make it upgrade so I can have that nice pristine copy of it, because you know I'm a huge Zelda fan. That's something we are hopefully going to set up tomorrow, is the Zelda Shrine, because I miss having that thing. It gives me such, you know, the old flutters in the old stomach as I walk past it. I mean, I gotta have that thing set up. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. God, this game room's turning out awesome. I love it.